Hello, how are you, my dear viewers? A lot of people asked me to talk about the stages of education development because knowledge of it builds societies. For this reason, I collected some information on this topic. I hope you like it, but before starting, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel to support me in providing more. Science was and still is the most important reason for the development and progress of societies. Scientists have attained a great status. People respect them and rulers appreciate them because of their role in educating individuals and spreading awareness, progress and prosperity of nations. Without the presence of scholars and education, the rest of the professions would not exist in their diversity and diversity. Each profession has the first credit for reaching it. It is education, in which we see doctors, engineers, lawyers and all other professions. Education is a means of passing on experiences and building civilizations, and is affected by the time and place in which it was found, the available means and the requirements of each era. Education in the past, education was limited to a small group of society. The rich, rulers and owners of capital were the ones who were interested in science and sent their children to writers and schools to learn, unlike the poor, who were difficult for them, whether due to the financial cost or the lack of transportation and the difficulty of transportation. Most of the people were illiterate who did not know reading and writing. His attributes, mosques and churches were the only source of knowledge and education in the past. Education was limited to one person, as it was the only source of knowledge and science. The teacher had his prestige and respect from all. Education was based on love and respect between the student and his teacher. Its means. Education in the old days was based on simple primitive means, such as boards, chalk and cards, in addition to books that were few in number and took place in a small room and a small number of students due to the lack of transportation and the high cost. With the increase in the number of students, it expanded to more than one room until it reached the most floors and the emergence of schools. Modern education. His attributes. With the advent of technology, the sources of learning diversified, and it was not limited to schools and universities, but entered every home through the internet, mobile phones, computers and libraries, which led to the acceleration of the education process and the diversification of its fields and facilitation, and it became more fun and exciting, and it was not limited to children, but it is open to everyone, anytime and anywhere. Modern teaching methods. There is no doubt that the means have an important role in clarifying information, facilitating the educational process, motivating learners and increasing their understanding of the material, which leads to an increase in the scientific stock of students, especially after the development witnessed by the times. Education must be affected by this. The internet has invaded homes and the computer has become the most important means of self-education. Schools, universities, tablets and smartphones to show educational films and take trips. Education quality. The fields that are taught have expanded to keep pace with the requirements of the times and specializations have spread. Every teacher specializes in a subject, expands it and innovates, which has led to the improvement of the quality of education and the adoption of modern methods based on interactive and cooperative education, brainstorming and problem solving that develop thinking among learners and motivate them to innovate and discover. Thus, we noticed a great change that occurred in education. The teaching profession was and still is one of the most noble professions on the face of the earth. The teacher carries a message on his shoulders through which he faces the challenges of the times, so he follows the latest and best means and methods and faces the problems he faces in order to reach the highest form of education, in order to contribute to the development of society. This was all we had about education. If you liked the video, do not forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to receive all new
Technology is rapidly evolving and is introduced to children at an early age. Kids are playing outside less and are more likely to play on gaming consoles, tablets, and cell phones. At school, this can be a major distraction. Instead of paying attention in class, many students are on their phones texting and using social media. This distraction can cause their grades to slip, and disciplinary actions such as detention and suspensions can impact their learning negatively. Even though many see technology as a distraction, educators can benefit from integrating these advancements into their curriculum. Interactive, educational assignments that require students to use apps on mobile devices can keep students engaged with their studies by delivering knowledge through a medium they are comfortable with. Introducing students to technology in the classroom using computers and smartboards resonates with them more than whiteboards and notebooks do. Familiarizing students with this technology will also help prepare them for jobs where they will need to know more practical skills related to technology, such as social media and coding. Using technology hand in hand with education, we can prepare our students for brighter futures.